Am I dating someone? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Devon if you're new here. It's been a minute since we've chatted and I thought that I would come back to YouTube with a little life update, kind of explain where I've been, what's going on in my life. So if you're here for the first time, hi, I'm Devon, nice to meet you. You're about to get my entire life story. So get a little snack, get a little coffee, and let's just get into it. I wrote down a ton of notes that I wanted to talk about today so I stay on track. So if I'm looking at my phone, that's what I'm looking at. Over the past few weeks, months, I have been traveling so much. I feel like every single weekend for probably the past month, I've been doing something out of town. I went to Augusta for my friend's wedding in Georgia, and then I went to Iowa for Halloween with my friends from high school. You guys know Kaylee, and I think you know Mara as well. I went to LA to go visit with my cousins and go to like USC homecoming football game, which was so fun. I went to Mexico for my friend's birthday party, which was also very fun. Scottsdale for a fun work situation, which I'm going to explain a little bit later. And then most recently, I just got back from Dallas a few days ago for Thanksgiving with my sisters. So I've been a very busy girl recently. All of that busyness has meant that I haven't had enough time to sit down and edit and upload videos. So for that, I apologize, but I've just been so in love with life lately. And I feel like that's when it's the hardest for me to be consistent on YouTube because I'm just wanting to be so present in life. As far as content creation goes, I'm feeling so incredibly inspired to create the content, but not motivated to sit down, edit, and post. I feel so good about things when I'm filming them, and then sometimes it's just straight up discouraging to see how my videos perform in comparison to how they were performing, like let's say this time last year or even the beginning of this year. I know that a bunch of you guys have fallen off, and if you're watching this video, you're probably not one of them. But I'm just trying to figure out how I can start feeling good about YouTube again, regardless of how it does or, you know, the views I get, the comments I get, whatever. I'm just really wanting to stop caring about it as much as I used to, like not putting as much pressure on it, which it's definitely hard when it's your full-time job and that's what you depend on to basically be able to pay your rent, live, get groceries, buy gas, all of the above, as well as like traveling on the weekends. And it's definitely been very interesting figuring out different ways to like make money, and I am just so excited about this new kind of venture that my roommate and I are doing. If you guys, I don't know that you've met Katie like formally, but she's been in a few of my videos and we love our little situation. I love our little situation. So basically this is the work update. You guys know for a while I've kind of been not super loving that social media is my full-time job, and not that I don't feel so grateful for every opportunity that I've had, but it started off as a hobby and it kind of turned into not a hobby because it became my full-time job. So I have been looking for freelance opportunities, and I started working with a freelance client at the beginning to middle of this year. I think in March was when I started working doing freelance social media management for a company in Florida called the Magnolia Company. They're a tree company, and basically I schedule out their reels and make them. I will sometimes do some of their email blasts. I do a few other things like Pinterest marketing for them as well, but it's been a great place for me to kind of learn the ropes of how to handle a client. And so from them, I've learned so much, and I still work with them every single day from 7 to 9. And I love that. I love that I get to work with another creative person who has a few more years doing this under her belt and a few more clients that I can learn from. But also I'm just excited that I am able to like put my skills to use for someone other than myself. And so I've been wanting to have more freelance clients because I would love for social media, as in like my channels, to get back to being a hobby and for me to do client work on a full-time basis. So when Katie moved in, she had someone who was her cycle student, like they rode with her. She's a cycle instructor, and I'm literally just airing out all of her laundry right now, so I hope she doesn't care. She was a cycle instructor, and one of her riders has this company. They had always wanted Katie to work with them, but the timing was just never right. So then Katie and I started talking talking like we could actually do this together, because it's not something that either one of us really wanted to take on individually, but together we just formed, I feel like, the perfect team. We nailed this client. Basically, it's a skincare client. They do all natural skincare for men and women, and then a few lip products. I just can't believe the series of events that have unfolded from getting this client, because we started talking to them probably 2 to 3 weeks ago, like seriously about what we're gonna do for them. We made a pitch deck, they were on board, and then within a week we were flown out to Scottsdale, where they are based, and we did an entire product shoot. I'm gonna insert some of the footage now, but it was a whirlwind of a weekend. So after this weekend was done, our main priority for Envy, which is what the skincare brand is called, was Black Friday and posting reels. We really wanted to have an emphasis on videos, so we've been posting reels for them. We are getting into posting on TikTok as well, but we're redoing their entire website. Katie's going to be posting blog posts on there pretty frequently, and so it's a pretty big project, and it's honestly taken up a lot of my brain capacity. We've just been working like extra overtime because we just needed a fast turnaround, and that's the joy of working with freelance people, because they know, and I don't know, I'm just really excited about this, and I think it's gonna be so fun. So if you guys want to follow along and support my little first freelance client as being like the person, like Katie and I are like co-creators for this brand, creative directors, photographers, you can follow them. I think it's at Envy Skin, and I'm just so excited about it. I was telling my mom about this whole situation and how it just came up so crazy, like random. And one thing she always says to me is like, Devon, nothing is random. You started off doing content creation as doing photography. Like that's what you wanted to do in the beginning. It trickled into like taking more photos of yourself and like taking videos, but that's how it started. I don't know, you can always go back to what brings you the most joy, and I love photography, and I had so much fun on the shoot. It was so fun, and if I could do that every day for the rest of my life, I would, because it's just so fun to feel like you're helping a brand succeed. With this brand, we're also going to be working with them on like a long-term situation. So they're going to be coming to San Diego in probably January, and we get to do this all again. But then there's some fun plans in the works for like summer locations of where we're going to take our summer shoot, and I'm just so excited. There could potentially be an international trip. I'm just very excited. This is like our ideal client, and I don't know, it feels good when you really believe in something and you stand behind something. It makes it easier for you to do the work. And now we are on to the personal life update. There's been some things going on. I don't know if you guys remember this, but a few months ago, I was just talking about how I don't know if I want to stay in San Diego, and how I don't know, I feel like I didn't have my people in San Diego. And I will say first and foremost that my mind changes with the wind on this topic, but for the past few days, weeks, whatever, I have just been feeling so in love with San Diego. Like, could not imagine feeling like I want to leave anytime soon. It has to do with me pushing myself to find other friendships. And I'm gonna tell you guys this because I feel like it's important to know. When you're an adult, finding friends is like, I mean, it's not easy. Everybody talks about this, but I think it's also not easy finding friends and feeling like you don't necessarily want to be friends with them anymore, and then separating yourself from them. Like, it's definitely difficult, but once you do it, there's just so much joy on the other side. Finding peace in being alone is so much better than hanging around people that just drain your energy and like just don't make you feel good. So I want to give any of you courage who are in friendships that you feel like aren't really serving you or just aren't right for you. Slow ghost. It's really okay. You'll feel so much better, and so many good things will come out of it. So I've been dealing with that a little bit lately, but it's been so great to see the fruits of my labor. Honestly, on the other side, I just feel like I couldn't be happier in San Diego, and the people that I'm around are 100% to do with that. I mean, maybe 85% to do with that, because I feel like I also put in some work as well. Now on to more personal updates. Recently, I have started talking to a boy. It's very interesting. It's very fun. I feel like it's like, I don't know, it's just fun right now, and I'm not going to elaborate on it further. I'm a very private person, and this is probably the first and last time I will talk about this online. And finally, the last kind of relationship situation, my living situation. So I live with Katie and we do basically everything together. I love living with someone who I'm like really good friends with because it just makes it so easy, and Katie will definitely be in my videos more often because now we work together. But it's been so fun, and I don't know, I think we also have a really good like work to life balance in like the stuff that we talk about. We will have our like work situation, but then we'll turn it off and be like, okay, we're relaxing, we're like watching a show, you know, whatever. It's just so fun. And I'm really grateful because she has definitely changed my outlook on living in San Diego and like just life in general. And so that's that. I'm really enjoying living with Katie. Okay, so what can you expect from this channel? I don't want you to expect anything because it's really hard for me to sit down and conceptualize, okay, like I need to post one video a week regardless of what content I get. I really want my content to be good. Like I want it to be something I believe in, and I don't ever want to put something out that I'm like, okay, I just like needed to post a video today, so this is gonna be it. But there are some very exciting things happening. I have a ton of vlog footage that I filmed probably over the last month that I just haven't sat down to edit and upload. I want to know if you guys want to see that or if you want me to just like wipe the slate clean. I'm gonna start vlogging today because we have a lot of fun things going on this week. A few videos that I've been thinking about filming. I have a little Black Friday haul. Didn't purchase a lot, but I did purchase a few things from H&M and Abercrombie & Fitch, so if you want to see that, let me know. I want to do an apartment tour because we are slowly but surely getting all of our stuff together. If you can see, I did change my sheets because I'm about to do like a whole room redecoration kind of makeover situation. I'm really excited about that, and I want to know if you guys want to see it. Christmas is going to be a whole different story because I'm going to be home for literally 15 days, and I think I'm going to be going on a few trips, but we will see. I am getting into a few new hobbies. I'm thinking about signing up for a pottery class. We're actually on the wait list for one, and I've been saying this for such a long time, but with a new semester starting, I'm also going to look into taking pottery classes at the community college because I heard that they're pretty cheap through there and you get a whole semester's worth of classes. So that could be fun, but let me know any videos you would like to see from me. And finally, I just want to talk about, you know, my hopes and dreams because I feel like there's so many times when people express things that they want to do in life and they're met with questions like, how are you going to pay for that? How is that going to happen? I was talking so many conversations with my mom when I'm just like, you're just the most precious little angel. I told her that I really wanted to go to grad school in London, and I was talking to my cousin Sydney, and you guys know we are very close in age as well. We are 1 year to 2 years apart, I think somewhere in there, but she's 1 grade younger than me, and so we both live in Southern California now, which this is crazy, but it's like the closest we've ever lived to each other. So we see each other probably once a month, which is just such a contrast to our childhood. Like we would only see each other once every few years. But we were talking the other day, kind of just like throwing dreams out there, and we both were like, how fun would it be to just live in London together and go to grad school? And I would do something entrepreneurial related. So yeah, I was talking to my mom the other day telling her this, and she was like, I'm just so glad that like all of you guys get to dream as big as you want to dream, and like no one asks you questions like, how are you gonna pay for it, yada yada yada, this, that, and the other. And she was like, because when I was younger, I wouldn't even allow myself to dream because I knew that that would be the question. And so I'm just really excited because there's so many things that I can dream up in my mind, and maybe they'll never happen, but maybe they will. And maybe it'll be the most fun thing that has ever happened to me. So that's a major dream. Another one is just picking up more social media clients. I am so excited about that. And I feel like eventually I want me and Katie to have more of like a community in San Diego of creatives that just do this full time. Like I really love the community aspect, and I want it to be more of a community because for the last 2 years of me doing this, it's just been me. Like I've just been, you know, doing my own thing. And then a few places that I want to travel. I really want to go to Australia at the start of 2023, and then summer in Europe. I want to do that with my cousin as well. I think Australia and maybe somewhere in Asia with Katie, and then over the summer I want to go with my cousin and some of my friends from high school. I just think that would be so fun. We've been talking about it, and we found the cutest little Airbnb also with Jacqueline. I just have never had all of my friends together in one spot. I feel like we would just have such a fun time. That is the end of my life update. It's been kind of a lengthy one, and I hope you guys either learn something new about me or feel more connected to me and who I am. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. If you're watching to this point, comment these emojis. Bye!